In this video, we're going to talk about tree worship in the Bible. Sounds kind of crazy that a tree would be a symbol of worship, but this is well established in the Bible. So when we hear about that with regard to Christmas, it should not be a surprise to us at all. Deuteronomy 16:21, "You shall not plant for yourself an Asherah of any kind of tree beside the altar of the Lord your God, which you shall make for yourself." Deuteronomy is pretty early in the Bible, so God was already letting us know that people were going to be doing this, or that people were already doing it, and that his people were not to do it. 2 Kings 16:4, "He sacrificed and burned incense on the high places and on the hills and under every green tree." Ezekiel 20:28, "When I had brought them into the land which I swore to give them, then they saw every high hill and every leafy tree, and they offered there their sacrifices, and there they presented the provocation of their offering. There also they made their soothing aroma, and there they poured out their drink offerings." Verse 29, "Then I said to them, what is this high place you go to? It is called Bama to this day." And there's a little footnote here that Bama means high place. 2 Kings 17:10, "They set for themselves sacred pillars and Asherim on every high hill and under every green tree." Ezekiel 6:13, "Then you will know that I am the Lord, when their slain are among their idols, around their altars, on every high hill, on all the tops of the mountains, under every green tree, and under every leafy oak, the places where they offered soothing aroma to all their idols." Jeremiah 3, "Because of the lightness of her harlotry, she polluted the land and committed adultery with stones and trees." Jeremiah 2:20, "For long ago I broke your yoke and tore off your bonds, but you said, I will not serve. For on every high hill and under every green tree you have laid down as a harlot." Kind of interesting, something that I'm noticing is that there is under every leafy green tree, or under every tree, and that's where those who are celebrating Christmas are placing their offerings, placing their gifts under the tree. Jeremiah 3:6, "Then the Lord said to me in the days of Josiah the king, have you seen what faithless Israel did? She went up on every high hill and under every green tree, and she was a harlot there." So under every green tree, she's committing adultery with the world. She's prostituting herself. For one who, by the way, when God talks about a prostitute, remember when he gives that description of the prostitute and how we've prostituted ourselves, he says you're unlike every other prostitute because they receive gifts for their service. You don't receive anything. You just give it away for free. So think about that. When we're committing adultery with the world, when we are prostituting ourselves to the world, we're not receiving any gifts. We are giving to not only the enemy of God, but the enemy of us, who has no loyalty, will not give us good things. He enslaves us. Jeremiah 3:13, "Only acknowledge your iniquity, that you have transgressed against the Lord, and have scattered your favors to the strangers under every green tree." See here again, scattered your favors under every green tree. He's referring again to this prostitute. "And you have not obeyed my voice, declares the Lord." Deuteronomy 12:2, "You shall utterly destroy all the places where the nations whom you shall dispossess serve their gods, on the high mountains and on the hills and under every green tree." Jeremiah 17:2, "As they remember their children, so they remember their altars and their Asherim by green trees on the high hills." So this tree worship, treating trees like high places with some sort of spiritual significance, this is not a new thing. And oftentimes when we read these things, we think, oh, that's so ridiculous, that's so silly. But look at what we have become, what has become normal, what we have become accustomed to by celebrating these pagan holidays. Decorating our homes with the leaves and the branches, setting up a tree and adorning that tree, placing our offerings beneath it. These are shrines. These are ways that we are serving Asherah and high places and sacrificing. What are we sacrificing? Well, consider this. One of the things that we're sacrificing are our children. We've taught our children, with each of these pagan holidays, to get so excited to look forward to them and these stories that we tell around them, that they're going to be rewarded on these days. We're sacrificing our children on these altars. We're teaching them to worship in this way, and the majority of us don't even know God's holy days. How is it that we so quickly flock to what the world flocks to, call ourselves his people, and we don't even know that these holidays, worldly holidays, are in total opposition to him, that we are worshiping as the world does? How is it that we don't know that God has his own calendar and that his Holy days are based on his calendar, not a Gregorian calendar of December 25th. Hello. What is December 25th? It's nothing to God. That is a human-made calendar. And it just so happens on that human-made calendar that December 25th is the birth date of Sol Invictus, of the false god Mithras. That's what we're celebrating when we celebrate Christmas. Gee, I wonder why God talks about prostitution under this tree. Something to think about. Thank you for listening. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.